What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are here at Lake Julian Disc Golf Course, and today we're going to be playing for par. I have two discs. This is a Sky God 4 I'm trying to beat in, and this method that needs a little bit more seasoning. And we are telling ourselves we're going to play every single hole for par. And let's see how well our score ends up. So the reason I'm doing this, playing specifically for par, is I want to work on placement shots and putting my discs in exact landing zones that I want it to be in. Hopefully this is going to help add to my consistency and help boost my rating and help me become a better disc golfer. Here on hole 10, landing zone I'm aiming for is that grassy area just to the left of that center tree up there. Nothing fancy. I'm going to throw this Neo method and just nice little soft straight shot. And here's where it comes to most amateur disc golfers would say, that's a great shot, you're right in the middle. But no, I'm not right in the middle. I'm about 5 feet to the left of where I actually wanted to land. So now I'm a little bit pinched. I wanted to land right here, I landed right here. Sky God 4, let's put her close. Need to work on my standstills too. I'm gonna be playing most of the back nine. Some of the holes I'm just gonna skip over because they're not really gonna help me with the placement shot idea. So hole number 11 though, I'm going alternate shots, so tapped in with the method, going with the Sky God 4. The goal here with the Sky God 4, I want to throw something soft, a little bit of flex, land it kind of in the center pathway, not the one to the left, kind of in the center pathway, so a slight little anhyzer behind this center tree. Okay. That one needs a couple more trees, but that was the line I wanted, just faded out a touch too much. So here we have two different options. We can either copy and replace the shot we just did and do a soft little anhyzer, fades back, or go the hyzer route. I'm not good at hyzer, so I'm gonna practice a hyzer. I don't know if I can make that putt or not. No, but I can make that putt. Sometimes practicing a shot that you're not good at ends up with you not ending up with the shot you wanted. And there's a tree here. The long pad for hole 12, the play for par here, just throw something soft, straight. Try to land it on that flat section of light colored grass. You'll have a flat run up and you're high enough up that you can usually see where the basket is. You need to throw that a touch harder. That's what happens when you are used to throwing your dead straight Sky God 4 during tournaments, and then you step up and you're trying to season one in. It's not quite as straight as the other one is. On the long tee pad, it is a par 4. So with this next shot, I'm basically just trying to chip up to the crest of the next hill. If I get a slightly over and centered right next to that short pin placement, that's perfect. But basically I'm trying to land in about a 20-foot wide section of the middle of the fairway, right on top of that hill where it's the flattest. Doing this challenge is also a lot about trusting your upshot. I want to make sure that this lands flattish, too much hyzer, and it has the tendency to roll down to the road. So a little bit of a soft flex, make it land soft. That was definitely too deep. I held on to it, and instead of throwing it anhyzered, I threw it on hyzer, which is why I grip locked it. It's okay. We're gonna skip 13 and 14 and go straight to 15. The play here is just chip something up on a little bit of hyzer just past the telephone pole. You're gonna have a flat section and you're gonna be above the gravel road. So if that plays as OB, you're still safe and you're more closer to the level of the basket, so it's gonna be an easier up shot. I'd rather have a little bit of a longer putt than a shorter putt that's super steep uphill, so I'm gonna try to make sure I give it enough to get up to the top of that crest. There we go. Now I've got a long putt, but at least I have a flat putt. Also, if you're playing for par and you mess up and you take a bogey, don't get down on yourself. It happens sometimes. It's almost a good thing I took a bogey, because since I'm alternating, this one made the putt, so now I get to drive with this. So basically straight, maybe a touch of hyzer, just get it over the gravel path. I see a grass tuft out there that I'm aiming for. I'll let you know how close it is. About 4 feet. This green is very treacherous if you go just past the basket, like 6 inches past the basket, and you're way down the hill. So I'm gonna go nice and soft and a mix between a putt and a throw. Not too far. Might have thrown it a touch too hard. I can make this putt. Next hole is going to be so much fun though. 17 playing for par is honestly such an easy hole. 17 placement shot here is try to get just past the red rocks that form the short tee pad, just to the left of that big tree that is dead center of the gap. It kicked a little right, but the wind held it over to the right just a touch. See the difference between where I was trying to land and where I ended up landing? This is a much easier shot. We're gonna finish off with hole 18. It's in the par 4 left spot. Placement shot here is try to land in that flat grassy area that's kind of into the tall stuff. So right here where you see the tall stuff is cut down and there's a little path going through, try to land in that short stuff just past the tall grass. Oh boy. That was a grip log and a half right there. Still got shots for par though, because this hole, when you're playing it for par, is really realistically not super challenging. This shot I wanted to push almost up to the tall grass, where the tall grass starts again on the far side, basically right where the short pin placement is, because that's the perfect landing zone if you're trying to birdie it. Definitely let that leak a little bit too far left. See why I need to work on my placement shots? I was supposed to be over there like 40 feet. Now I've got this super technical, like little airbound hyzer shot. So as it turns out, you don't necessarily need the best placement shots as long as you can scramble really well. I just have been working on my scramble game for about 18 years and I'm ready to start playing in the fairway. So I need to work on consistency and dialing in exactly where my shots are landing. And hopefully this shows that it's not always 100% on. Hopefully this helps you guys out, make sure to like the video if you enjoyed watching this. If you want more stuff, make sure to comment down below and make sure to subscribe. Helps me out and it definitely helps you out. I give you some really cool discs. Until next time, guys, see you out on the course.